Okay, in this video we're going to be discussing matrices, right? So let's define what a matrix is. A matrix is a rectangular array of numbers, right? So a rectangular array of numbers, that's an array that contains numbers in a rectangular form, right? It can be squared though. So when we come to types of matrices, we know the different types of matrices. So the set of a matrix is defined by the number of rows and columns it has. So for example, this number 1, this is the first row, right? This is the first row, this is the second row, and this is the third row. Here is the first column, and here is the second column. For this matrix number 2, it has only one column, and then this is the first row, this is the second row, and this is the third row. And then for this one, like others, this is the first column, this is the second column, and then this is the third column. It only has one row, right? So this is how to determine the size of a matrix. Now, what's the size of this matrix number 1? Now, the size of a matrix is given in the form of, for example, 2 by 3 means that the size of a matrix is 2 by 3, right? That is 2 rows and 3 columns. So the first number tells us the number of the rows of the matrix, and then the second number tells us the number of the columns of a matrix, right? Now for this question number 1, for this first matrix, first to find the size of this matrix, we count the number of rows and the number of columns. Now for this one, the number of rows, it has the number of rows, it has 1, 2, 3, 3 rows. And then how about columns? The columns are 1 and 2. So it has 3 rows and 2 columns. So we can say that the size of this matrix number 1 is 3 by 2. So the size of matrix number 1 is 3 by 2. So how about the size of the second matrix? It has first row, second row, and third row, and then 1 column, right? So the size of this matrix number 2 is 3 by 1. It has 3 rows and 1 column. How about the size of this matrix number 3? It has only 1 row and then 1, 2, 3 columns. So the size is given by 1 by 3. That is 1 row and 3 columns. So how about this size of the matrix? So this one has first row, second row, and third row, and then first column, second column, and then third column. So we can say that the size of this matrix is 3 by 3. That is 3 rows and 3 columns. So likewise this one, this is the first row, this is the second row, this is the first column, and this is the second column. So we can say that this matrix is of 2 by 2. So that's the size of this matrix. So this is all about introduction to matrix, and then how to determine the size of a matrix. In my next video, I'm going to be discussing the types of matrices. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.